The following video contains material owned and created by Rooster Teeth. Before watching this video, please support Rooster Teeth by watching the original video on their website. Link is in the description below. Thanks, guys. Good day, my fellow nerds! My name is Larissa, and today I'm reacting to Chapter 8 of RWBY Volume 6 titled Dead End. Make sure you watch the original video on Rooster Teeth's website. I will pop the link in the description below, and you can watch it for free right now on Rooster Teeth's website. Chapter 7 was amazing. We had the starting sort of scene with Cinder and Neo, Maria being a badass, and Team RWBY reuniting with John, Nora, and Ren in Argus, which was amazing. So it looks like that's where this episode's picking up, going by the description. They're having trouble trying to convince the representatives for Atlas they will need to get to Atlas, so that's not going well. And they're having the talk with John, Nora, Ren about Jin. So going from the thumbnail, looks like we're going to begin the confrontation between John and Oscar that we're seeing in the intro. It's going to be interesting how they're going to take it. I don't think they're going to take the news very well at all. And hopefully though they can find a new solution with how to get to Atlas. So let's get into it and see what's going to happen. Alrighty, so let's start the episode. Starting it in 3, 2, 1 and go. Now just skip the Genlock teaser at the start again, because I've seen it already. And the Christmas ad. Down now. Close, move fast. Darkness cannot lie. Now we are going to be having a break soon as well. I did read a blog about it, but I forgot to double check the dates and things. But there will be a break over the Christmas period, with RWBY then continuing on afterwards. I'll still be doing probably a Corner of Remnant RWBY podcast as usual, so I'll let you guys know when that will be on my Twitter. And of course, I upload podcasts on YouTube if you haven't seen them already. I do those with Imperial Dawn, who's a fellow RWBY fan artist, and we just discuss the episodes with you guys. It's all streamed on Twitch and then uploaded to YouTube 24 hours later. So, I'm not sure if we'll be doing an stream between. Sorry about that, it stopped again. I think it's my internet, I think. You get the occasional hiccup. That's the confrontation I was talking about with John and Oscar. You get the occasional hiccup at sometimes to start, but I don't know, just sometimes it likes to stop in the intro for me. Good old Aussie internet. Alright, chapter 8, here we go, peeps. Alrighty. Here we go. Then trying to convince him.
Come on! You didn't even hear us out!
Our orders are clear. The Mistral Atlas border is closed. Please, have a good day.
But
a good day!
Hey, if you don't want to believe that I'm friends with Ironwood...
General Ironwood!
What is with the
General Ironwood, then fine. But look, we have Weiss Schnee with us, and we're trying to get her home safely.
And she doesn't want to go safely. No.
Approach!
They're so weird! Oh, sorry, Weiss. Awkward.
You may speak with our commanding officer. We will fetch her at once.
Okay. What is with it? Hilarious.
they were kind of super weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's wrong?
What is it?
Well, I may know this commanding officer.
That's good, isn't it?
Not so
if
much.
she's your friend, then maybe she'd be more willing to help us.
I wouldn't exactly call us friends.
Acquaintances?
Not quite. Former
Enemies?
That's the one.
Wait.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, yes, I come through here about once every 10 years to get my eyes checked up in Atlas.
Oh, okay.
Outside cashews on one flight, and suddenly you're placed on the additional screening list for life.
You've gotta be
rude.
kidding me.
Cashews?
Now, let's not give up hope yet. Maybe she's dead.
I don't think so. Oh, God. It's very dramatic. Okay.
Introducing Special Operative, Caroline Cordovan!
That's a Red Blues vs. Blue reference. And she's so short! Oh my god. She reminds me of from the Incredibles. Edna.
Witch. She-devil. I see you've chosen larger contraband to smuggle this time.
No.
Gordo, you know they say time changes people, but I see you've still got that stick right out.
Oh my goodness.
Cordovan? My name is Ruby Rose, and I was wondering if you would hear us out about...
I've already heard what your other little friends had to say. Miss Rose. What are you doing back here? I thought I told you to leave!
And I told you we wouldn't rest until you let us through!
Nice to see you again as well.
Oh god.
Civilians are clearly incapable of comprehending the importance of our mission here in Argus.
And what is your
Allow me to
mission?
say this slowly, in smaller words.
I love the music.
This base, that relay tower, the very safety of Argus are all gifts from the glorious kingdom of Atlas.
Oh my
And
god.
it is my duty to
Oh,
uphold them,
Jesus.
as only I have the wit and tenacity for such a task.
No wonder Maria doesn't like her.
Such tenacity!
Oh my god.
Or maybe Atlas just wanted to get you as far from the kingdom as possible.
Like the rest of these Argus ingrates. This city wouldn't even be here if it weren't for our Atlesian ancestors. And what do we get in return? The entire world is ready to put a knife to our throats.
Please, we know your kingdom had nothing to do with the fall of Beacon.
Yeah.
We were there. No one's happy about the Atlas borders or embargo, but I know General Ironwood is just worried. It's why
Yeah.
we need to talk to
The general is no coward. Atlas is strong. If all the kingdoms plan to make us their enemy, then so be it. Atlas will prevail.
Atlas will
We'll
prevail!
prevail.
Do they
God.
seriously have to do that?
Yeah.
If Miss Schnee has truly come to her senses and wishes to return to her family, then of course the Atlas military will escort her home. But the kingdom will not be responsible for her friends of questionable character.
Ugh.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means we're done here.
We're done here. Obviously didn't like Blake. Oh, it's okay.
Well, your base looks like a big dumb boot.
It's a big
Way to
dumb
shine,
boot.
Nora.
Aw. I doubt.
Don't,
Why?
Weiss. I told you we wouldn't leave your side for a second.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm not
find
gonna
a way
make
to
her
help
go.
us. Together.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't want to go back to her family anyways.
So,
Bro's brooding.
where are we going now?
What's the plan?
The plan? The plan just got shut on our face 3 times over. I'm going for a drink.
Of course he is.
Uncle Crow, I really think we should try and come up with something together.
Nah.
What's his problem? It's not your fault we can't go on.
If he's gonna be a jerk, then we'll just come up with something without him. I mean, we've got Ozpin with us. He usually
Yeah.
knows what to do.
Yeah, about that.
What is it?
Oh,
Done!
Everything we did was for nothing!
there we
That's
go.
not true.
Really? Because it sure does sound like it.
If Salem can't be killed, then how are we supposed to win this?
Yeah. Then again, Osmond didn't ask how I can.
Great plan,
How do
everyone.
I destroy Salem? So I still think there's a way. Not necessarily
None of this
destroy
is
it, but
great, we know.
defeat it
But
maybe.
we're not the bad guys here.
Are we sure
Yeah.
about that?
Oh.
What?
He's in
John.
your head, isn't he?
Well, Oscar
you
doesn't have
already
a
know about
choice.
He didn't know any of it.
How much longer can we even trust
Oh.
him?
John!
How do we even know it's really him? What if we've been talking to that liar this whole time?
John!
Calm down. Poor little Oscar. Yeah. Saw that coming. Oh, everyone's spirits is
Gonna
down.
be okay?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh.
I think it would be best if we had some time to ourselves.
Yeah. Aw. I'm so happy to reunite, and now it's just, you know.
Maybe we could all use some space.
Poor Oscar. I saw a clip about a butterfly. Oh, what's creepy?
Come on, please.
Crow.
Where are you?
Probably at a pub drinking.
I came out here to
There we are.
avoid the yelling.
Zoe.
Sorry. The others went to get food for tonight.
Yeah.
Why not go with them?
I don't know. I don't know anything. What do I tell Jean and his team when we don't even have a plan?
Yeah.
Crow's out drinking. Osmond hasn't come back, and even if he did, I don't know if I could trust him.
Yeah, well, that's that.
There's always Jin, but
Butterflies.
we
Those
only
are
have
pretty.
one more question we could ask her.
Yeah. I want to save that for
I
something
feel like
really
I'm letting
important.
everyone down.
No, Rubes are not.
You know, you don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh, thanks.
That wasn't a compliment.
What?
If I have to explain it to you, it'll just defeat the purpose. But if you're tired of not knowing anything, how about we discuss those eyes of yours?
Yay!
Oh, yes, ma'am. I would be honored.
Sit back down for Pete's sake.
Sit. Yes.
Let's start with what you do know. Tell me.
I was going to ask about the first time it
Samurai
happened.
people are supposed to be legendary warriors. Or something. And at the Fall of Beacon, I turned a giant wyvern into stone.
Oh boy.
Look, if I already knew everything, I wouldn't be asking for help.
It's not your fault.
No.
I had my father to teach me.
Oh.
And even he didn't have all the answers. But what he told me makes sense, given what I've seen.
Was he a huntsman too?
It wasn't really an official title back in his day.
Right.
I only knew him as an old soldier and an excellent teacher.
Probably was before the
I
academies
never
and everything.
attended one of those fancy academies of yours.
There you go.
But I scored higher on the license exam than any other huntsman or huntress that day.
Nice.
He must have been proud.
He would have scolded me for showing off. He'd never been able to find much information about our abilities. Just
I love the
legends
music.
of warriors whose eyes shone like mirrors, reflecting the light of the world onto darkness. He found so little, in fact, that it made him cautious. How could such powerful bloodlines be so rare? Unless something was actively seeking to destroy them.
Salem.
Yep.
I tried to keep my powers a secret. But as you know, it wasn't enough.
No.
I owe my life to my training and my semblance. At the end of the
What
day,
is the semblance, I wonder?
those are still your most powerful tools.
What is your semblance?
There you go. Oh!
Reflexes! A silly name I came up with. Hard to
Oh.
explain, but I can sense everything better than most and react to attacks
Oh.
almost before they happen.
That's cool.
Combine that with my training and secret ability to turn Grim to stone, or blind them, or vaporize them. And that's how you become the Grim Reaper.
That's pretty cool.
How do I laser beam monsters with my eyeballs?
Ow!
You stop thinking like that. I
Oh.
want you to think of all the times you've triggered your powers.
Oh
What
no.
did those moments have in common?
I was scared and stressed. Is it emotional? Like unlocking
No.
a semblance?
No, it's to do
It's
with your.
emotional, but more focused
friend.
than that.
No, it's to
Wait.
do with your friends.
What is it you wanted?
You wanted to stop your friends getting hurt.
I wanted to protect my friends.
Yeah.
Precisely. It is the desire to preserve life which fuels the light inside you. And make no mistake, It is light. Preservation is an extension of creation, or at the very least, an enemy of destruction. The creatures of Grimm were made by the god of darkness, but your light comes from his brother.
There we go, it's confirmed it is from the god of light.
I always knew how to use the light, but never why it only worked on the Grimm. Then
Right.
Jin showed us her vision. Were you
Ah,
paying attention?
Yes. It was that white, bright flash of light. Yeah. He had white
The god
eyes.
of light. His eyes.
Yeah. It was silver.
Okay, where do we start?
Well, not here. The light will only work in the presence of Grimm.
Right.
Meaning the only practice you'll get will be a trial by fire. But what you can do is focus on creating a state of mind that you can tap into when you need it. Don't think about your light
That's
as
the
a
clip.
means of destroying evil, but as a way to protect the people of Remnant.
Protect life, yeah.
But that can't be right. You said
Cinder.
light only reacts to Grimm, but I used it during our battle at Haven. It reacted to Cinder.
That's because of how she had a...
Perhaps there was something that you just weren't seeing?
Ruby!
Oh, hey,
What is it?
guys?
What's going on?
What is it?
It's Oscar.
He ran off?
Missing.
Yeah. He ran off. That's really not surprising. Oh, that was the end of the episode? God, that went by quickly. That was really good. We actually got lots of information about Silver Eyes. It was good. And we had the funny bit at the start with the representatives from Atlas. That was great. Sure, not as action-packed as previous episodes, but it was a good sort of picking up from last week's episode and leading into future things. That was good. I enjoyed that. I should definitely rewatch it again with the talk with Maria. So soak more in. Sorry I wasn't vlogging very much. I was just soaking all this information in. Yeah. God, that face looks really pretty. Giant boot. Alrighty, so yeah, let's back over the episode again. So we started off with the guys trying to convince the representatives at Atlas to let them take a ship to Atlas. And I like this shot with you've got all the snow in the background, the water, and the city of Argus as well in the background, which is really cool. And those soldiers, they remind me of something, and I can't quite pick it. I'm sure when I hop on social media, it'll be all over social media what it was, but that was hilarious, those two soldiers. But yeah, then they bring the general out. Oh, they said about Weiss as well. That's the main reason why they only brought the general out, because it was Weiss there. And Maria's like, we might not be on great terms. And no, they weren't. That was hilarious. Their little conversation, the general and Maria. I loved that. That was awesome. That was so funny. But yeah, she's all praising Atlas, rah, 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 rah. And Atlas is the best. Atlas is the only reason why Arcus is doing so well. And yeah, basically at the end of the day, they're not going to help them. They did offer to transport Weiss to Atlas, back to her family, if that's what she wants to do. But not her friends. And they sort of, yeah, with Blake as well, the Faunus, yeah, Faunus is, her cat is. And so that was just rude. But we kind of expected that they were not going to help. Crow's going to go out drinking. They head back to the house, and the gangs explained everything to John, Nora, Ren, and of course they're not taking it very well, as we expected, John especially. And yeah, he yells at Oscar. So I'm not sure whether it's Osmond, the lying one all along, and it's just all out angry and frustrated and upset, and they both sort of head on their own separate ways to calm down. And yeah, they just basically think now that what do they do? They're at a dead end, as the episode's called. They can't get to Atlas. The presented now that they know that there is no plan. Can't apparently defeat Salem. And what are they going to do? So, yeah. And, yeah, poor Oscar. So he's run off. Which, like, when you look at his face in these shots, he's so sad. And it's just, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't want to be one of Osmond's beings, you know. Reincarnations. And then Ruby heads outside while the rest of the, I'm assuming, Yang, Blake and Weiss are going to get food. And, yeah, Ruby heads outside where Maria is. And they have a little chat about silver-eyed warriors and how Maria said her father taught her what he knew. And, she didn't attend any of the academies or any fancy academies, but she passed the license exam in flying colours. It was her training, and her semblance is to do with reflexes, or she can predict when something's going to happen. And thinking back to her fight, that makes a lot of sense with her, how her movements were, and she knew the Nevermore was coming as well, and other things like she can sort of, not quite foresee things, but she can sense when something's about to happen and can react in time. That's what I sort of gathered anyway from the explanation. And yeah, so it sounded like she sort of, even though her father taught her what he knew, she sort of figured out a lot of it on her own, that the silver eyes are about protecting life. And it's the opposite to the light within them is about protecting life and creation, which is the opposite to destruction and destroying life. And Maria put 2 and 2 together with Jin storing about the God of Darkness and God of Light, and yeah, the God of Light with that flash of white brilliance, which Dawn actually told me about. Imperial Dawn, my friend, he pointed that out to me. We discussed on one of our corner remnants how, yeah, the God of Light seemed to have silver eyes and did that really bright flash of light. So, yeah, the silver eyes is from the God of Light, while the Grim and Salem's now inherited grimness from jumping in the Grim pool is all from the God of Darkness. So it makes sense that the silver-eyed warriors have power against the Grim because they're the light and they're the darkness. So that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, Salem, of course, she doesn't want these silver-eyed warriors about because they're destroying all the Grim, and that could possibly be a threat to her. I still think Ruby's going to play a really crucial part in the end game when they get up to Salem. Whether or not she can destroy her or defeat her in some way, I don't know. Possibly she is Grim and now it's Grimified. I think it will have some effect, and because I was specifically asked how do I defeat Salem, so and Jin said you can't. Osmond can't destroy her, but maybe someone else can, maybe, or maybe Ruby might be able to weaken Salem enough or something. I don't know. Yeah, so that was really, really interesting. I definitely need to rewatch that whole scene again. But yeah, and Ruby as well, realizing, of course, it's she wanted to protect her friends. So the times where her silver eyes are activated, Pyrrha and Jean back in the Haven fight, and just recently Blake, it's all she wanted to protect them. She didn't want them to be hurt. And yeah, the silver eyes activated. Unfortunately, she was too late for Pyrrha the first time, but the last 2 times she was able to help. So, yeah. And the only way you can train it is by, well, Grim. But yeah, Ruby mentions about Cinder, and so how did it affect Cinder then? And yeah, of course she doesn't know about Cinder having the Grim Arm, but she didn't have the Grim Arm back previously, prior to Beacon. And I really think it's all to do with that Grim Bug that she had back in Volume 3, well, with how she got Amber's powers. That perhaps the way she got Amber's powers is because it was via a Grim that sort of has Grimified her in a way, or she's got grimness, Grim blood, Grim, I don't know, running through her. And that's how the silver eyes affected her, because she had grimness in her, perhaps. I don't know. It's a bit like how, like, Salem jumped in the pool of blackness, the Grim pool, and become Grimified herself. So if Cinder's got some form of grimness in her, that will make sense why the silver eyes affected her before she got a Grim arm. That's how she lost her arm, we assume. Yeah. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Sorry, I'm rambling on a little bit. But yeah, Ruby's like, yeah, you know, Cinder, and Maria's like, maybe you were mistaken. I said, well, no, Cinder was definitely affected by it. That's for sure. I love the butterflies in this scene too. I love the flowers and everything. The fruit platter next to Maria too is really cool, and I like how she was interacting with it and everything too. And I like how she bonked Ruby on the head as well. We were just kneeling. But I'm glad Maria's going to help her. I'm really happy that Maria's going to help her with the silver eyes. And yeah, like Maria was saying too, that her father was very cautious, because if the silver-eyed warriors' bloodlines are so few and so rare, then possibly something was killing them off, and that, of course, that something was Salem. And yeah, Salem sent one of her cronies or minions or whoever Tok was or worked for her to Maria to take her out when they found out she had silver eyes. So Ruby's already made enemies, like, well, Cinder's on her way along with Neo at the moment, but also, yeah, Tyrion and Salem, they know about her, and she's got a big target on her back now, so if she can learn how to harness her silver eyes, that'll be really good and really helpful for her. But then again, it can only affect Grimm, so at least it will affect Cinder. But yeah, just anything to give her the right tools to help protect herself and their friends, definitely. And then, Ruby got called back into the house, got interrupted by conversation, got interrupted by Yang. They're all looking really worried and saying Oscar's gone missing. And looks like John looks a little bit embarrassed about it, you know. It's like, oh, this is probably my fault because I yelled at it before a kid. Yeah. Well, they were so happy to reunite, and then there's just, yeah. Well, so it was really good. I think we're still getting chapter 9 and then we're getting a break, I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, I say chapter 9 will pick up from this. We might get a bit of the villains. We still haven't seen Adam since chapter 1. It might be time to check in with the Salem and the gang as well, again, possibly for chapter 9. And just following on, they still haven't found a solution about how to get to Atlas yet. I thought we might, maybe they've stumbled on something, but not yet. So I'm sure they will. They'll come up with some way to get there. Maybe Terra will help since she works at the relay tower, but yeah. Anywho, favourite part of this episode, it's really hard because I love the first bit with those guards and the general. She was hilarious. Her name definitely had a reference to Red vs. Blue. Where's the voice actors' names here? I'm just getting that up here. Okay, so we had the Newbuck guard. It was actually the same voice actor for the film. Well, that makes sense because they talk together actually, so yeah, it makes sense. Caroline Cordovan. Isn't there like an Asian Caroline from Red vs. Blue? I could be wrong because I haven't watched Red vs. Blue myself, but it just, yeah. Mila Lee. Yeah. There you go. Cool. Anyway, yes, I thought that scene was really good with her and Maria. Caroline and Maria facing off there. I really liked that scene. But I also really loved the scene with Ruby and Maria in the garden. I don't know if I really could pick between those two scenes, but I love those two scenes. But let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments below, and which was your favourite bit. Thank you again for watching with me and watching through my ramble. If you're up to this part of the episode, I appreciate it a lot. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tick the bell to be notified of future videos. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you again for watching. Bye!